Engine, Big Boy Barry in Games World.
Take your camera, take your camera, there you go. It's time to get boogieing down, because that's what the computer channel needs. It needs more boogie. I say, when the cameras go off full 11, you want to see him boogie. He gets down with the crisp and the hula. He's a party animal. Okay, it's Wednesday, it's Games World. It's time to get into the net with the internet night on Games World. We've got so many goodies for you today, I can't remember them, which is why I wrote them all down in the menu.
Yes, Barry, coming up on tonight's show, we have Hard War. It's great. Reviewed later is Space Jam. Michael Jordan, shoot the hoop. And we send Richard back to Sheffield because we don't like him very much.
Thank you, whoever did the menu. I can't do the voice like him. I think our guy who does the menu is brilliant. Look at this. Look at this. It's called a slow pan. For all of you guys out there, it's a slow pan. It's like a wok, but it's a pan. Slow pan. Okay, right. It's time for our Miss Family Argue preview. We're going back again. Look at this. This is doing amazing. You don't find that anywhere else on the computer channel, right here on Games World. Okay, our preview of today is a game called Hard War. It's a 3D spacey shoot 'em up thing. This one's quite special though because it's networkable, which means you can blast your buddy somewhere in Australia if you want to. Enjoy!
War, huh? What is it good for? Absolutely nothing, apart from being the plotline of about 500 million different games. Especially futuristic war, and Hard War does not fail to meet the requirements. Hard War, now that's a funny name altogether, isn't it? I mean, war is hard. Yeah, of course it is. But not possibly as hard as, say, my mate Jace down the pub. Or perhaps the Rubik's Cube. There you go. Anyway, Hard War the game is a rather monotonous flight simulator. Oh yeah. Go on. Do something. Oh, he's turned. There you go. It's very slow paced, but Flight Simulator fans will enjoy this. Mainly because it's set in space. Normally we get to fly around in your F-16s and your FA-18s and your helicopters and the such like. But this time you get a wee space hopper. Oh yes. It basically features all the same kind of things you'd expect in a flight simulator, with network and internet play. You can fight against tons of other people over the internet, woohoo, and shoot people in Australia. All looks a bit Blade Runner-ish to me.
Buy that for $1. If I had $1, unfortunately, who am I to go wasting the computer channel budget in one shot? Damn, here comes the man, hot damn, Big Boy Barry's your man. Do you like that little rap? We're talking about Space Jam. In fact, the movie's been out in the cinemas for a few weeks. It's very good. It's got Bugs Bunny in it. And some guy called Michael Jordan. Don't know who he is. Anyway, it's been out in the cinemas, and of course that means the video game versions are on their way. The video game versions is exactly the same as NBA Jam, but with a few bonus bits thrown in. I actually like it more than NBA Jam, because you can be little superstars. Brilliant, isn't it? The thing that makes the PC version so special is the fact that you can network it. Isn't that amazing? Now you can play basketball with whoever you choose. Although probably not Michael Jordan. He's very, very tall and probably beat me up. Close your eyes and summon up a mental image of a basketball superstar. Go on, do it now. Tall, certainly. Graceful, yep. Agile and powerful, yes indeed, that too. A sarcastic duck. Well, no actually. Well, what about a turbocharged mouse or a Martian? Hang on, wait a minute. What the heck is going on here? Simple really. The Toons have launched themselves into the sporting arena, and one thing's for certain, it's going to be extremely silly. Fresh from the cinematic triumph of Space Jam, Basketball Masters Acclaim have adapted their world-famous NBA Jam engine to feature all our favourite characters from the Warner Brothers cartoon menagerie. As well as the tournament itself, some of our serialized heroes have taken it upon themselves to knock together a few farcical sub-games where nobody's looking. Enter, for example, Lola Bunny's Pool of Physics and Speedy Gonzalez's Crazy Space Race. Bonus levels of such inspired insanity that even the seasoned Duncan Master won't be spared a bit of impromptu carpet chewing.
I wasn't sure about Space Jam as a license because mainly the film reeks of kiddiness.
and I thought that when we received this game, we were going to be looking through some sort of Freddy Frog multimedia entertainment package. It's not. It's actually based on the NBA Jam series of games. It's done by Sculpture Software, who are exactly the same company. And it's very, very good indeed. In fact, it's an extension on NBA Jam. It's got lots of sub-games, and also you get 3 players on each team rather than the regular 2. It's very fast, it's very quick, and it's got a network mode to allow you to link up to another PC and actually play against other people. Now, I didn't see that in NBA Jam.
Let's face it, this game could have been absolutely awful. I mean, it's a very cute idea, but cute ideas last about 3 minutes. Its saving grace is that Rick says it does use the NBA Jam engine, so it's a decent basketball game even before it started, and the cartoon characters add something. But even if it was just a basketball game, you would have got tired of it eventually. But with the addition of all the sub-games they've got into it, where you sort of practice the trick shots in the basketball, sort of to have platform antics in the dressing rooms, whatever. But there's a lot of different bonus levels to get stuck into. So with that as well, it all makes a surprisingly entertaining package.
It's a sad symptom at times that as soon as a particular era has ended, it becomes the subject of a vast tidal wave of dewy-eyed nostalgia. This means you too, unfortunately. Having just remortgaged your entire family to afford a brand new PC, you find your horror that is populated with the homeless ghosts of the age of 16-bit shoot-em-ups. Which brings us to Blade Warrior. Think Pro Protector, think Gunstar Heroes, but most of all think Strider, because in all important respects, the sprite with a sword is back. Okay, so the graphics look a bit flat and dated these days. These shoot-em-ups have a certain timeless appeal that's not just gonna fade away because somebody's waved a polygon at it. You know the score: energy swords, power-ups, push scrolling, big explosions, and of course the boss robot from hell. There's no pearly gating cartridge heaven. By the looks of Blade Warrior, it's the revolving door.
Now, I imagine Rick would fall over in absolute shock if I didn't like this one, because basically it's a tribute to the classic 16-bit shooters we're all used to. It's very Strider, it's very Robocop, it's very Pro Protector, and I do love those sort of games, and this is not a bad version at all. Although I have to say, dragging up like a 5-year-old game and saying, oh look, you can run it in a window is not an exactly a good idea, but it's done well. The bosses are huge, and they have to be huge. The explosions are huge, and they have to be huge as well. The weapons are huge, and everything's huge, which is good. Rick?
Only use the word huge there, methinks. But this game is very, very good, especially as a download. I'm not sure I'd like it ultimately, because I wasn't a great fan of the stridery kind of games, or all those sort of walk-along, scrolling, platformy kind of games where you have to hit things with big swords. Yeah. I didn't like those sort of things when they were first out, but as a free download, I mean it's free, and you do get a very large level for your download time, and for that I do like it.
Okay, you know what I'm going to do, ladies and gentlemen? Next week, I'm going to shoot this here there camera into the stratosphere, and then we can make a new movie called Space Cab. You hear that, Paul? What do I look like, a professional? Okay, young Richard, we've managed to get him out of bed, the poor thing. We've wrapped him up in bandages, we've fed him lots of nice, warm, nourishing food, and we got him out of the hospital. That's right, we put his bones together. It's like doing surgery on a twig. You know, sometimes if you break a twig, you've got to sellotape it together again, and it grows again. It's brilliant. That's what Richard's like. He baffles scientists across the world. Okay, we've got him back together again, and we've got him back to Sheffield to take another beating from all those hockey players, because it's time for part 2 of our actual hockey feature. Poor Richard, he's gonna get his thumbs broken.
I'm hoping for sports games after Rick Henderson, but there's no denying they are big business these days, which is why I'm here at the Sheffield Arena to check out Gremlin's new ice hockey masterpiece. We've seen a lot of video games about ice hockey. Do you have any opinions generally about the standard of ice hockey video games?
Standard of video games. I'm not really into video games myself. I've never really was since I was a kid, but I think it's a great thing for the kids and now because it's involved with computers, and I think it's good.
Yeah, not only have we humiliated him by asking him questions he doesn't understand, but we also then stick balls all over him and get him to dance in a funny ice pattern on the ice in front of us. You see, motion capture works by placing balls all over the body of the player. There are cameras situated around the player, and they pick up the reflection of the balls. Hence, why they had to actually spray the ice blue. Those pictures are then stored in the computer and turned into vector graphics, making the players in the game completely smooth.
We've never used the system on tripods before. The old system was on a gantry in the studio. We hope it's going to be alright. We think it will be, because it was designed to be used like this. The cameras don't have to be spaced out accurately. As long as they're in a sort of rough circle or a hexagon or whatever, they're alright.
Well, that's about it from the Sheffield Arena. I've had a great day. It's shaping up to be a great game. And here I am on the ice. Just might be wearing pads or something. This could be really dangerous. I've always been a great admirer of your work, you know that, don't you? Excuse me.
Ricky, my man, we love you.